Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
Well, he can't fly.
No.
Well, even then, Neo doesn't really fly. He just kind of bubbles.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, you may want to back up.
Hey. Or I could get them all to back up.
Shoulder tackle. Jill uses headbutt. It's not very effective.
Just go down already.
Zombies. Hard to kill. Which then is proven even more by other things like the Yangshi demons.
Say what?
Yangshi demon, I think? Jiangshi demon, sorry.
Jiangshi.
I keep saying it wrong. I'm used to having, like, the wording to look at whenever I pronounce it.
Yeah, it's Jiangshi.
Jiangshi,
If you're
yeah.
thinking of Yoshika.
Yes, I was. Or at least
Yeah.
of the things that she's based off of.
Yeah, and Jiangshi are supposedly quite formidable. I mean, you gotta think Sega's really annoyed with the fact that she's effectively devolving.
Yeah.
Hey, no, stop it.
Because you got this dumb game, and you got the rest of the whole bloody series. I mean, you got Left 4 Dead and Evil Dead and
Yeah.
House of the Dead. All these thinking zombie games that are turning that change the system of beliefs and turn Yoshika into a friggin' zombie.
Yeah. Whereas I know the difference between this kind of zombie and that kind of zombie.
Yeah, Jiangshi have no interest in the flesh. They have interest in chi.
The soul, so to speak.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that with my phone. Unfortunately, the one that we have here is kind of a permanent placement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we recently, like last year, upgraded to a network of wireless phones that are all interconnected to each other. So if I wanted to, I could hit the intercom button and buzz my mom in the den, ask her what's for dinner.
Oh,
Kind of
cool.
annoying though, because technically I could literally just walk outside the den. I tried to do it once for fun, and she kind of chewed me out about it.
Yeah, I don't blame her for doing so, because I mean, like, my mom would do the same thing to me. I mean, like, it...
Except, what's the point of having the intercom function on those phones if you're not going to use it?
Yeah.
That's true. And, I mean, like, I think the point is more of a, if you're busy with something else, with work, or something. I guess. Yeah, he's dead, Jim. Speaking of which, I actually do have a job now.
Huzzah!
I'm among the employed, folks! The only thing is it's only employment of 2 different days, so really it's not really great employment, but still,
Full-time
it's...
is better than no time, dude.
Yeah, I know. Again, I've said this countless times whenever I mention that I would like to work more hours. It's just, I'll take whatever I have right now, because if I can get more hours later, even if it's like with some other company, fine by me.
Wait, what?
Even if I have to quit my job and go somewhere else to get more hours, I'd do it.
Ah,
It's more of the I will not be picky if
That guy
this
looks
helps
familiar.
me. Oh, yeah, he does look familiar.
who is that?
He looked like Wesker's old body.
No. That guy.
Oh yeah, him. Go figure. And he thought he'd be safe.
Someone thought wrong.
Well, no, he probably tried to sneak out for food and got swarmed.
Yeah.
Because the
Probably.
zombies don't have the intellectual capacity to open doors.
Again. He closed
And I
it.
certainly don't think that the hunters are going to see a puny, unarmed human who's barricaded himself away from their objective to be a credible threat and worth killing.
Yeah. They definitely wouldn't. Now that I think about it, I just thought of something, and I don't know why I thought of La Mulana.
Probably because DC's doing the remake.
I know he is, and I wanted to mention that somehow, but it kind of felt odd to say it in the middle of all this. Oh well, I've said it now, and I won't regret it.
Exactly.
And speaking of that, yeah, I kind of liked his most recent video, or one of the more recent videos, where he was with Madame Luna, and he faced Olmec. Or Elmec. However you say the guy's name. And no, not the same statue from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh, Olmec.
Yeah. Not that same thing, but like... Again, one of the bosses from La Mulana has the same name sound as Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple. I don't know why. Especially when the boss in La Mulana is this giant frilled dinosaur lizard thing. Literally, it looks like a giant, I guess you could say, dinosaur ancestor of the frilled lizard.
Possibly. Might be a giant Dilophosaurus.
It kind of does look like that, really. The only difference is he doesn't spit... Well, actually, he spits fireballs at you, not acid. So... Yeah. That's different. At least. I guess. Oh yeah, and GM.
Yeah?
Remember how I mentioned that I was working on a Minecraft map for you to try?
Huh?
I finished it.
Ooh.
So I can actually probably send you the world file. Or at least the world folder. And you can try it out then. It even has rules.
Oh, you brought me an adventure map, eh?
Well, it's a survival map that you adventure in.
I realize I tend to break adventure maps, right?
Well, the only thing that it requires is do not destroy the town.
Well, that's simple enough.
There's only one building that you're allowed to take apart, and it's not even the top of the building. It's like the bottom of the thing. So really, the only stipulation is you can only do that. And even then, it would be a bad idea to take apart the entire building completely, because I placed the enchantment stuff on top of it.
Yeah. In the server of the Waffles Club, the Minecraft server the Waffles Club's currently occupying, I actually built like a near perfect replica of the fully upgraded shop from Racketeer. Like the first floor is a near perfect replica of the full-size shop, and then I added on 2 extra floors for all of the characters to have their rooms.
Nice. So, I see that you just made more ice rounds.
Yes.
Normally my thing in single player is finding fun seeds to build on.
Oh
But
yeah.
In 1.2 is that there was this epic tundra island biome. I never got to actually do a run on it because it was a tundra biome on an island. I have never before or since seen something like that.
Really? Do you still have the world seed somewhere or no?
The terrain generation changed and with it the seed.
Aww. Oh wow. But yeah, the world that I'll be sending you is a super flat.
Oh, I don't do super flat. Super flat ain't that much fun because
Slime.
well, no, not just the slime. It's the fact that there's nothing there.
Yeah, that's actually why I built all this stuff on it. Because I figure if it's a super flat, I may as well make a whole bunch of things on this. I actually made an entire thing out of it from the map. I basically, what I did was essentially I kept it on peaceful while I was using creative mode to design it all.
Yeah, well, I prefer. You know what I'm really, really happy about? The large biomes map type.
Yeah, that's the greatest one ever. Even though it occasionally slows down my computer whenever I go into a jungle biome. It's
All those vines. All those vines.
all the vines, all the other things growing. It's just ridiculous how slow the refresh rate becomes when it's refreshing everything but what I'm moving through.
Yeah. So it's almost as bad as the Farlands. Or the old Farlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Farlands kind of got warped by the 1.8 Adventure update.
Yeah.
Yeah, Notch was planning on leaving the Farlands in just for the hell of it, but when the terrain generator changed, the Farlands got, the glitches that caused the Farlands actually got written out of the terrain generation.
Huh.
So now at the 30 million mark, you basically just, the no-clip stops. I mean, the game goes into no-clip and it'll fall into the void, and all the chunks beyond 30 mil are fake. If you, in single player, if you go too far beyond that point, your game will freeze, and unless you have single player commands and can teleport yourself out, you're screwed, and you'll have to destroy that map.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Oh, hey, look. Loading screen of loading screen.
oh boy, here we go again. There it goes. But, I mean, in multiplayer, however, you can keep going until a point where the game basically blocks you by saying illegal position.
Huh.
Yeah, let me go fish up the article in the Farlands as it stands now.
Okay, that'll be fun reading to look over. Newspapers. Why newspapers? Why?
And in the chat.
Thank you.
I get the feeling one of these moments, that load within a load, is going to be the death of me.
You mean like a
The
zombie?
bright side. At least it's not opening a door and Nemesis is on the other side. Like that one door in RE2. That would have been just like the ultimate screw you in hard mode. Like, you open the door in the loading screen and there's Nemesis.
Donk! Oh, hi, Nemesis. She's crawling. All the way behind you. Well, this bar is quite dead.
Even, dare I say, undead?
Well, it's definitely got spirits, I'll tell you that.
You know, actually, now I think of it, speaking of the Farlands, Kiertmak is still trying to make his way to the Farlands in his outdated version of 1.7.
Nice.
Yeah, he's still doing the Farlands or bust.
Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, the super flat map that I made is well, it's got tons of stuff in it. Plenty for you to survive in, and if you find the little shelter dungeons, you'll be making off like a bandit almost.
What are you talking about now?
The map that I designed.
Oh.
If you can find a way to survive and find all the stuff waiting for you in there, you'll be set for life if you can.
Yeah, except, I mean, like I said, I don't do...
Super flat. I don't blame you, really. I mean, not a lot of people would want to.
Super flat is for building, not for maps.
Yeah. I mean, the reason for why I built all the stuff in the super flat was because it was easy to build.
Oh, joy.
Oh, hi.
He's got his rocket launcher.
And I am prepared for this. Oop. Oh, wrong door. Excuse me.
Right door. Left door. Suddenly he enters.
Yeah, not on this difficulty.
I was gonna say, don't even joke about that. Don't even joke about that. Alright. There's that.
Gunpowder C.
Here's the other thing I was looking for. I got my frost round grenade launcher, so I should be fine. Given my tendencies. Something I haven't done in a long while.
Save!
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Well, it's only 8.
Just in case.
Considering all those load within load times, I would be super pissed if it actually did freeze.
Yeah,
And I didn't save.
I would too about that. Are you getting pushed by the water?
I was gonna say, he shot me like 3 times with a rocket launcher. How's he missing me? Ow!
Well, there you go.
Now I gotcha.
I mean, granted, even if this is easy mode, the fact that Jill took a rocket to the face and is only in caution mode.
Yeah, that's
gameplay and story segregation.
Ugh.
By all rights, if that had hit her, she would have been pulped.
Mm-hmm. This might be survival horror, but I'm still claiming it's a fantasy game.
It's a fantasy game.
I actually wonder if Polygon actually coined that phrase.
I'm hoping he did, actually.
I actually hope so.
Because that would be a great little thing to have.
Let's turn the crank for this one. What do we got here? Ooh, I see regular grenade rounds. I'll be taking that. And that. Anything else?
Oh, grenade rounds.
Anything else after that? Nope, nothing else. Yay! I opened the lock, which I didn't even know there was a lock on it to begin with. Oh. It's just that door.
Yeah, I always
You're
wondered about
looking
that.
a little limpy.
She is a little.
She
limpy.
took a rocket to the face. Why wouldn't she be limping?
Well, why
She might
wouldn't
be a
she
member of
limping?
Stars, but
She
she's
wouldn't-
not a goddess.
She wouldn't be limping. She'd be falling over. She wouldn't be limping. She'd be crawling.
Your helper.
Yeah. Normally you'd get blown to bits. Quite literally bits. And bits and bits
She
and bits and
basically,
bits and bits.
she basically just shrugs it off by giving off a very loud and audible "ow."
Yeah, wash the soot off. Wash the soot off.
Wash the soot off. Well, actually, she was getting drenched earlier before you got hit with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
like I said, she's all wet. Okay.
Combine some C with some of those. Yay!
Yay! Yay, freeze rounds.
Next, get to turn some of those freeze rounds into that. There you are. Well, actually, that should be fine. That should be fine. Is there anything else? No, probably not.
By the way, I love that color coordination thing that they have for the inventory.
Ah, yes. The one thing that they changed from Resident Evil 2. Now you can tell what type of items you're getting.
Yeah, and you
Tools,
can see where they are.
ammunition, or healing items.
Green being healing.
Yeah. We already finished everything that needed to be done in the Raccoon City Police Department, so there's no point going home there anymore.
What about the special little thing that you needed to get? Where was that?
What special thing?
The thing for a later puzzle.
Oh, that's not for a while. We still have to come back from the backtrack.
Oh, okay. Wait. We have to come back from the backtrack.
Yes.
That...
This whole section we did was part of a backtrack.
Oh!
Why did I mention, does that guy look familiar from...
Oh, yeah! Yeah, fair point, fair point. So, now we're back from the backtrack here, I assume.
Yes. Or at least well on the way back from the backtrack. Oh!
Crowds!
Yes, I remember you little buzzards. No.
I'm still thinking they're ravens. Only because ravens have intelligence and crows are a little bit on the derpy side.
Oh, great. Another one of these moments.
Yeah, ravens, I think, are actually considered sapient.
Well, they're almost considered sapient because of the fact that they can actually wind up speaking a single word.
So what do I do?
You're thinking of awesome arrows. Ravens are actually
Do-do.
a hell of a lot smarter.
No, I'm saying, I
Do-do.
mean, you can actually teach a raven to speak a word.
Just climb up.
That could have sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I've actually heard about this. It's actually possible to teach a raven how to speak a single human word, and they will speak it with the exact capability of a human. They won't sound like a parrot. It's creepy that they can actually do that, but it's true. Ravens are actually capable of speech. You just have to teach them over the course of years to get them to do it. It's not a natural skill a raven has.
Oh, jeez.
Now you're really
That's
limping.
not good. Anytime you press the run button and you see the character limping, it's never a good sign.
Not in this one. Yeah, if our internet's finally stabilized, I'm gonna go and load up Racketeer again.
This looks like it's completely stable, yes. I mean, we haven't had a dropout yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watch as all of a sudden that happens. Yeah, but go on ahead, load up Racketeer. I have my Steam loaded up, so that probably gives you an idea there. GM.
Hmm.
I mean,
I
I
didn't
alluded.
see you hop online.
Huh? You'll see me appear on there if you check friends list. But yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Racketeer, how are you enjoying it?
Love it. Love it. Love it. I haven't even gotten all of the characters quite yet, though.
See, now that's what I want to know about. How do you get each of the different characters and stuff for that?
Now, Louis, the Link clone, you basically just get him as part of the storyline. Now, the rest of the group, they have to come into the shop and buy a few items, and then they'll give you their guild card. But
And then you
first
can
have
hire
to
them.
find them. Now, Charm, the thief, you fight her as a boss in the first real dungeon at the very end.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah, and then there's Nagi, who shows up in the next dungeon, Lost. You find her 3 more times and she'll make it to the shop eventually. And also in that dungeon at the very end is TL, the archer, and you basically have to beat her and then sell her items every so often. And also along the way, there's Kailu, the mage. You have to find 3 certain things to fill an order for him, and then after the next 1 or 2 times he shows up at the shop, he'll give you his card. And the final normal character, if I'm remembering correctly, let me double check that now that I think of it. Oh yes, and then there's Elan. You have to see him in the pub, and then see him a couple of other times in a few other events, and then he'll show up at the shop. And then there's the last guy, Griff. You basically have to beat him in the final story mode dungeon. Well, next to last, because then there's the bonus dungeon. And you beat him as a boss on the final floor, and eventually he'll come to the shop and give you his card. And then there's the bonus character, Arma the Golem. You gotta beat the bonus dungeon, Lapis Ruins. But you can only do that in endless mode. Thankfully, you basically unlock her not only for your endless mode run, but also for New Game Plus.
That's good to know.
Arma's pretty powerful, but she starts at level 1.
Ooh! Now that sounds like a nice challenge for me. Because, as you remember, GM, I am a grindy role-playing character sort of person. I like to... I like the leveling up thing. I like to take my time and level up. It's fun.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed, though, small children are like the bane of Raket's existence.
Really?
They have such tiny wallets.
Oh, gods. Yeah, that actually sounds like the standard thing for a standard shopkeep, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the initial budget on the father, that's 500K. On the mother, 300K. The old man can have a wallet as large as 1 million pix. The little girl, her initial budget, 500 pix. Her final budget after leveling up, only 50,000 pix.
Wow.
Meaning some of the things that her parents try to tell her to buy, she just can't buy.
Yeah. So you wind up losing money trying to sell it.
Yeah, she'll wreck your combo.
Dare I say it? Combo breaker. Yeah, I said it.
Very funny.
Eh.
Yeah, but someone that's worse, fury of a scammer.